Yo, check this out. This is Wayne Wonder, representing for Warieka LTV. You see the vision, don't it? See the vision. Warieka LTV. Keep it locked.
No, I'm gonna tell you. We, us as bloggers, these are the issues that we need to address. You understand what I say? You see? Set the path for the youth. Share, like, and subscribe and stay tuned to the channel because I don't know all this. Yes, I. Greetings once again in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I the First. And all things that's good and pure. You see? Now, and I want to respect to all viewers and subscribers. Seeing, and if you just watch a past show and watch what I go on, you don't know. Subscribe. See? We have a little clippings, couple of minutes worth of clippings. But I'm going to play for the item from the ex-British Prime Minister, Tony Blair, in the seat. And he will make a request to him people, like an appeal to him people, you know, Europeans. And all, it's not just Britain, you know, Europeans, you see? To say, we're not going to say Britain are right, but it's self-sufficient to a degree at this point, and for possibly for quite a few more years to come. So it's not an issue of it, like basically financially drying up or anything. The speech never have anything to do with that, you know, see. So what really I go on is that when I observe the speech, I mean move Europe out of the argument, see, I mean move America out of the argument, me move white people out of the argument. It come like it's a black man attack, and it come like a black people attack to if you can fix black people within the argument, you know, see, which is not a strange, it's not a hard thing to do, because at the end of the day, I just, you know, just words, I just, you know what I say, but yeah, it would have come like that day, I think Martin Luther King, I wanted them to make a speech to a crowd of black people, see, because the man I call for unity, and I point out in a modern day evidence of what unity can do and how disruptive this unity can be. You understand what I say? How stifling to progress and so on. You know, see. So, I did have to copy the tape, see, and put it to the item that we are here, see, and ask the question where come with you know, an argument like this, with the questions that I think black people should ask if and when they hear an argument like this. You know, see, because somewhere along the line, yeah, we know where we are going wrong, you know. It's not like we don't know, we know very well know. It has been proven, established, probably not by ourselves, even if not by ourselves, but every other race see it and can use it as a reason for failings in the black community. You know, see, everybody else see it except black people. See? So, even though he wasn't talking to black people in the speech, like I say, it sounded almost, the words sounded like it's a black man attack to a crowd of black people. Anyway, listen to it and I could get into it again. See? More bless.
The plain fact of the matter is, for a country like Britain today, you need strong alliances to keep your influence strong and your interests protected. Because, you know, I always say to people, you've got to look at the way the world is changing. Go to the middle of this century, which is only, you know, 3 decades away. So by the time my grandchildren are the age of my kids are now, that world in the middle of this century is going to have 3 giants. It's going to have America, China, probably India. Because these are large population countries. In the case of America, huge economy, huge amount of military power. These 3 giants are going to be much bigger and more powerful than country number 4, which could be any one of the tall countries, large population countries, but not nearly as large as China or India, Indonesia, Brazil, Japan, Mexico. And then you're going to have the medium-sized countries. So a country like Indonesia is a population 3 times the size of Germany's. You're going to have the medium-sized. We're going to be Germany, Italy, France, Britain. Right, okay. In this world, if the medium-sized aren't banding together, the giants are going to sit in us. I mean, that's just the reality. And anyone who's ever dealt with power and sat in a room where there's power understands that when you're with a group of others and you're operating as one, as a strong collective, then your medium-sized countries banding together in that European Union are going to sit at that table with the 3 giants on equal terms. They're sitting as individuals, they're not sitting at that table. They're sitting on a small table. So it's literally as obvious as that. And Britain has 2 strong alliances. It's got a great alliance with America, and it's part of the European Union, which is the biggest political union in the world, largest commercial market in the world. What on earth would induce you to think that you are going to gain by giving up that relationship? I mean, it's an unbelievable act of self-denial. So it's, for me, it's just a very simple thing. Power is power. And if you want, if you have the European Union, for example, there's going to be a huge issue as to how relations with China develop, because the rise of China is now a fact. Okay, when I was first in politics, it was you put it in your speech, China is going to be rising. But now it's a fact. There's not a single issue in the world today, from climate change through to the global economy, that can be solved without China. And China is a different political system. It's moved recently in a political way which is more authoritarian. And, for example, around artificial intelligence and technology, there's going to be a big struggle. You can see this already. This dispute over Huawei, for example, has got many, many implications to it. So what's going to happen to Europe with China rising like this and this huge power? They're either going to pick us off one by one, play us off against each other, or we're going to be together, and together we can have some influence, right? But separately, we're not going to be strong enough. It's just a fact. You're not diminishing your country by saying that. It's just a fact.
Yes, I. Greetings in the mighty name of His Imperial Majesty Emperor Selassie the First once again. You see it. So, we want to I them know, say, when I not listen to some boy where chat off the mouth and say things will sound sweet to the ears, inflaming things that might sound sweet to the ears, and I lean on the emotions of NI people. It's mediocre, unless the leadership, you understand? Just a shout on popular subject matters that's popular, just to get the attention. And sometimes the attention not really work for the greater good. You understand what I say? Sometimes what benefits the greater good is not accepted or liked. It's not something that's liked or readily accepted by the greater good. Sometimes you have to just point out the blunt truth and stop it right in its tracks and move on. You see? And always bear in mind that morality only applies when the applicator is also the benefactor. Work that out. Seen? So we have to be mindful of the people and we're giving moral guidelines and moral judgments. You see? Because I don't know which way, shape, or form can men proclaim perfection this time. Which man or any man can do that. You see? If you don't know, show me. I mean, you gladly accept and know, say, yeah, I eat that. You see? So, when argument like these needs addressing more desperately amongst NI people, seen, and so-called leaders them amongst NI people now institute them level of medzia, them wavelength of thinking amongst NI people. We have to wonder what go on. You see, because really and truly the state of black people, we are the most desperate set of people on the planet right now in terms of organizing and unifying and come up with a some level of common ground, Rasta, at least common ground. We even talk about having the only common ground we have and we still not share it is with blackness. Because you have some people say you too black, you have some people say you too light. Hella yellow. And all of them things there, you know, see it. It's like we create this unity amongst us, you know, Rasta, and keep reinforcing these things with some little petty slogan and jargon. You see it? Well, not necessary. The only people we are pleased when we do all the slogan and jargon them come from the slave master them we used to use power and demoralize so back in the day. And them see one people I use power one and half today, Rasta. And I think so we are reach somewhere not them not care. Because again, amongst us, you know, we have to have this like the psychology beating a thing in our house where we have to have somebody where we look better than her, act better than her, is better than her, tell ourselves so better than, and that can only be one of us, Rasta. Because no matter what we have, we now tell ourselves in our mind so we're better than any other race out there. No other race out there. You know, see, if we find ourselves in a position, a superior position, regardless of the circumstance, we will find ourselves in a superior position than another race. We just see it as a one-off, like you just see it like a coincidence type of thing. How this, you know what I say? Yeah, we not really, black people in a position right now for constant say, yeah, this is me. Yes, they are, but they don't. They can't see themselves like that. You understand? The mind is that subdued that them feel like, say, them always have to prove them worth to everybody else except themselves. And by doing so, and them individual self, each individual I try to prove his individual worth. There is no concerted effort as a race, you know, say. It's not an individual is being discriminated against or is being dehumanized. It's all of us. You understand what I say? And the only way to get away with that and maintain such a thing is by freaking divided us and maintain the divide whatsoever. Them tell you that from in a slavery. You know, see it, Willie Lynch. White people read the story to black people and make them know that this is the plan that Willie Lynch instituted. And it has worked so far. You see it? Yet still, we are the one with our unite amongst one another. You see it? We make them little difference, our same selfish need for their attention to be the best. We make them little difference, maintain it. We make them little difference, you know, prevent us from doing what's right. You see it? And separating ourselves from our ego and putting the interests of black people, blackness, at the fore. You see it? And like me always say, when we get across the river, the rest of them time, they will hash out to different. You see it? Who want to be Zulu, go and go be Zulu. Who want to go up a Chad, go be an Arab, just go up and go be an Arab. There's no restriction to all of them things there. You see it? You just split out and draw to set to the culture where you're drawn to, because at the end of the day, we were taken from various parts of the land and carry go various places, go bungle up in a one kettle of fish, one crab, one barrel of crab. You know, see it? So you have to just know, say, we were from various persuasions, various cultures, various different, you know, see it? And it's not gonna be now gonna get to dictate to no man and tell them to be like you. You know, see it? It's impossible. You know, see it? You now can't get that. You know, see it? You have to expect diversity, you have to have tolerance. That's where diplomacy comes in. You know, see it? Because nobody's, you now go get, because a man don't even know what your culture is like or what you is like to come be and practice it. And a man always adore and I respect film culture more than anybody else. See me? So same like how you embrace yours. I expect a man to embrace film on the same way, Rasta. You know, see it? And stop. Well, I like the slave master. When you go on like say everybody feel like go with them know and come suck up to your principle. You know, see it? That's just some sick, twisted dictatorship type of movements. You understand what I say? You know, see, that's one of the reasons why when I reach our Rasta. So white people come back and say that them need unity. We, them amongst themselves as white people, need unity. To rascal. You can imagine that? Europe. Tony Blair appeals to Europe and tell them say we need unity. We need more unity. You see it? And our people, no say we need unity as it is. We not gonna say more, we need even a little piece of unity. We need to drop some of the little stupid things that we claim say makes sense And them a make sense so long and them not reach nowhere. Most of them are some little thing where people teach us. Things that were practices and principles that weren't of us. And people teach them things that will continue to do it. You see it? Just look at Europe, look at white people as a group. And here where one of the leaders them a preach to them say, man impeach them to unify more. As much as they are what they are. To me that sounds like a black man. Some speech where black people for make, where black leaders out there make something where them for reinforce and a push. Our black leaders, them the so-called guy, they will put themselves on a pedestal or a platform up there in a chat. And maintain the divide. You see, keep for them church, for them denomination separate, so that them stay in control of the offerings, the takings, whatever finance, I say them petty. Them petty. You think a boy can come chat to me and tell me that stupidness? I want to. I'm like a petty and I'm maintain. Yo, John no star. It pay me. Because we don't know when this all done. If it all done. We don't really see the end in sight neither. You see it? Because I say, you have white supremacists who want to maintain the divide and them infiltrate and you project them intent through black people like ourselves. We don't like the race. They have black people when I like. You think so me can go sit down and listen to some boy where I come talk about. If you wanna, we come with separatism and division right now, when you hear all white people are call for more white people unite, and black people are push for further divide the race Rasta, Hey, share, like and subscribe. You know the one you're not up through the status quo, so no might they even like it. But Rasta, I saw it going on. I saw it go Rasta. Share, like and subscribe, cause black people for here.